Yes, tonight is the meeting of the Stark Chamber. Yes, we have. Well, we did have Phil. Phil's on the way doing something. Okay, we had the Paranormal Soul Brother. We had Stacy Myers. We had Justin Beltramo, and we have me, the Demon Warrior. And I just want to say that Zandine's got some interesting stuff that he researched. So after I talk here, I'm going to let Zandine take over. But I just want to let Justin Beltramo know that some of the TV shows I've been watching are Resident Evil, Nautilus, Revival, Star Trek, Strange New Worlds, The Librarians, Peacemaker, Fantastic Four, First Steps, and Sandman. So those are all great shows. Plus, I still watch Ancient Aliens. Um, and also, too, in respect, tell me who I'm imitating. What you going to do when Hulkamania runs wild on you?
Oh, no, maybe like a Hulk Hogan, right? Was that right guy's name?
Yeah, Hulk Hogan. Yeah. But anyway, wherever you are, Hulk, you know,
Yeah.
salute you. All right. So, anyway, Zandi's did some researching and he's got some incredible information. So, I'm going to let him go ahead and spill. And tonight we talk about anything and everything. So, whatever you want to talk about, we'll talk.
Okay.
Take it away,
All
Zandy.
right.
Yeah, so Phil, I hope everything is okay and that first part gets edited. Hang. So yeah, Stacy, Justin, is that you, man?
Yeah,
What's
I'm here.
going on?
You guys can hear
Hey,
me, yeah?
yeah, we can hear you. We can hear
Okay,
you and
good,
see
good,
you.
good. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool, man. What's up, Jay?
Another day.
Man, you looking good, man. You like trimmed down. You got,
Thank you. Thank you.
got your jawline and shit. Yeah.
26 pounds down.
And staying down, huh?
Yeah.
Congratulations. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
I'm pretty much 100% vegan now. That's I don't eat I don't do no meat. I eat fish.
Yeah. Hey, you like the benefits and you don't want to see that happen again. You just
No.
like, man, I don't want no more parts of it, right?
No, I was
You
kind of
don't like that.
I was like munching on some like Doritos the other day, just a little handful, but I was like, I'm still at the point where I'm like still afraid to eat that because I don't want to like. I'm like, oh, it's gonna happen again. But eat Doritos ain't gonna do it to me. But that's fine. I'll stay in that. I don't mind staying in that mindset for a while.
I feel it.
Yeah, I mean, every day I get up at 4 a.m. I go out, exercise for an hour, then I go to work all day, and like I said, the diet's the big thing. So yeah, I got 10 more pounds to go to hit my goal. So
That's awesome. Congratulations, man.
Hey,
then
congratulations.
after that I'm gonna have a burger.
There you go.
Let me say a real one, a real burger. Yeah, I haven't had a real one in 4 months. So.
Them Impossible burgers, though.
Yeah, they're good though. They're good.
Yeah.
I mean, like the ones from the store, the vegan food has really stepped up their game because I get these fish fillets, and I'll tell you what, if I was to blindfold you and put them in front of you, you would. I'm not joking. They're exactly like Long John Silver's. It's what it tastes like.
I believe
Really?
They're absolutely delicious, and they're small, but they are absolutely delicious. I mean, I can't tell the difference.
Wow.
Because some stuff I'm like, okay, that's not chicken, that's not real bacon, but it tastes good. But this, I'm like, I had to like triple check the bag to look for the fish, because my wife, she's allergic to fish, but she eats it and she has no problems. And I'm like, well, there's really no fish in it, but it tastes exactly like Long John Silver's. They're absolutely man. I eat every day. Yeah.
Justin, don't go to Smash Burgers and order the black bean burgers.
Oh, do they have that there?
They're horrible. Those are horrible.
Because I do like Smash. I did like Smash Burger. If I'm gonna get a burger, I'm gonna go to Five Guys.
But you're not gonna go to In-N-Out? God.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I say I'm gonna go get a burger, but then, like I said, by the time I hit my goal weight, it'll be 5-6 months. That might just tear me up.
It might tear your stomach up.
Well, I think I might maybe I'll just stick with like a chicken sandwich or something, or I mean, I ate a turkey. a turkey burger.
Well, don't forget, Wendy's has the breakfast special, $1 for 8 cheese bacon or 8 cheese sausage
Okay,
sandwiches.
Ooh.
Oh, and they have chicken sandwiches for $1, but you
that's
have to get
pretty
it
good.
in the morning.
Oh,
$1
you know what?
sandwiches.
McDonald's has got that new spicy McMuffin. I want to try that.
Okay.
Yeah,
But-
because I mean, like I said, I eat fish and I eat eggs still, but not a lot. Not a lot of eggs. I eat more fish than anything than eggs. Eggs I'm only eating like 4 a week, and that's on the weekends.
Well, you got to get your protein in still. Like,
Exactly.
you know.
Yeah. I mean, and like for my fatty stuff, I eat like I put avocados. I eat peanut butter still, chunky peanut
Mhm.
butter. I eat a lot of nuts and walnuts and nuts and seeds for my fatty stuff. But like breads, I don't really care about that. I don't care about if it's white bread, sourdough, wheat bread. Bread is bread.
Yeah.
No dairy at all. Dairy is
Good.
it's not good for a human being. It's
Mhm.
I was recommended a book called The Lies Your Doctor Tells You, and it's just like wow, it breaks
Did you
apart.
check out Glucose Revolution by Janice? I heard
I
that was
think
good.
it's kind of like that, where it's like he breaks down stuff where it's like salt doesn't give you high cholesterol. I mean, unless you're pouring mounds of it on there, but like it just like how milk is only made for babies to get them fat and strong real fast.
Mhm.
He goes, but we're the only mammals that drink milk from another mammal. I mean, that's so he breaks it all down. It's pretty good, and it's pretty interesting.
My cousin told me the other day, I don't know when was it. He told me back in Christmas, because I was like, I'm lactose intolerant. I can't
yeah.
have any dairy stuff. And they said actually, the people that can process dairy are the ones that are kind of the freaks of the bunch,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we're not supposed to be able to process that. And just so,
Yeah. Yeah.
if
And
you're
this guy,
lactose intolerant, we're
yeah,
not the freaks.
exactly. It's dairy is that can like wheats and pastas, that just makes you fat. That'll
Yeah.
put the weight on you. Like wheat bread and whole wheat and all that's because what he talks about in the book. Well, I do the audio books. I listen while I'm at work. What he really talks about is like think about your ancestors from thousands of years ago. They weren't on no glucose or they ate fat foods.
Yeah.
They traveled, ate fat foods, stored them, fat foods, and look how lean and muscular they were back in the day. And they didn't have vegetables, they didn't eat potatoes and all that. It was all fatty food. This guy really pushes towards like what is it? The Atkins. I think it's the Atkins diet,
Yeah.
where it's like the more fatty foods, like the butters, the creams. And if he says if you're gonna have dairy, or the only thing he puts in his milk is heavy whipping cream, or in his coffee is heavy whipping cream, but just
Yeah.
a little splash. But when he went back to eating butter, steak, fatty foods, he said that's when he started losing all the weight. But
Isn't that crazy?
yeah, but I also too believe that everybody's body reacts differently to certain
Yeah, it is.
diets. Like what I'm doing now, like the diet I'm doing now, I'm doing the fasting diet, and then I eat. That seems to work out really well for me. And like I said, I'm doing my cardio, and then I do like aerobics and very little weights. I'm not trying to get all buffed up, just tone, just get a little tone. Maybe the heavier weights will come later, but
Yeah.
it's everybody at the hospital too talks about they lean towards the vegan, the plant-based diets.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said,
Gotta have that protein though, man. You
Yeah.
gotta find that happy medium for you.
I think I found it. It took a little
Good.
bit to get it. It took some stomach crampings and stomach aches to because I was trying those protein drinks and stuff, and I was like, these are like guys that are like Arnold, that go out and pumping 300-400 pounds. I said, I'm not even doing that. And I downed this one drink, and it was like called like Muscle Max Muscle. Ooh, it was like 40 grams of protein. Good Lord. Oh, that was
Oh,
yeah, I had to go to the bathroom a lot. That cramps up. I was at work. Man, I was like, nope, not doing that again. But a lot of
Yeah.
a lot of the vegan stuff nowadays that I'm buying has got protein in it. It's gotten
oh, good.
yeah, they're like I said, they've come a long way from years ago. I got this at Walmart. They sell a vegan pizza, and it's amazing.
Huh.
It's amazing. You would think you were eating a normal pizza. It was great. But
That's crazy.
like I said, I'll go back to, not as hard once I hit that goal weight, and I just got my number. I had an echo done a couple weeks ago, and doctor said, "Hey, it's looking good. Your heart's 90% better, and your numbers are great." So now they just have to figure out how to lower my dosage, because I'm still on a lot of pills. So
Justin, try Twisted Pizza. That's
Twisted?
in Elk Grove. Yeah, Twisted Pizza.
Where are they at? I know I've seen the name. I know where are they at?
It's by Golden One. By Carl's Jr. on Bruceville and Elk Grove Boulevard.
Okay, there's a Carl's Jr. down there.
Yeah, Carl's Jr. Sally's. There's Sally's. There's
Okay.
Golden One. Yeah.
Yeah, I
anyway,
know exactly where that's at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
that's
Oh.
that's
We
only a
don't
few
have
miles away
Carl's
from us.
Jr. Yeah, we don't have Carl's Jr. here. We don't
No?
have In-N-Out Burger. We don't have any of that kind of stuff.
Was it Hardee's? Do you have a Hardee's? Isn't that
We
like
have a Hardee's and a
isn't that
Arby's.
Carl's Jr.?
We have White Elephant.
It is. It's just as nope, no white elephants.
No,
No
where you at?
pink ones
That's
either.
right,
Like,
you're Missouri. You're in Missouri. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
And
hot
also,
right now, huh?
those pizzas have a lot of vegetables and a lot of cheese. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of vegetables. It is so delicious.
I kind of want to try. There's that one all the way down like past Old Town Elk Grove on Elk Grove Boulevard in Waterman. It's called like Curry and Pizza. It's a East Indian one.
Well, Twisted Pizza is run by the Indians.
Okay.
Yeah. It is totally delicious.
Yeah, I'll have to because I have been craving pizza. No, I've been craving Popeyes. That's what I've been craving. I haven't had
we do have Popeyes.
You do have that, yeah. I haven't had fried chicken since this all happened, and that's what I'm like really craving. So that was my go-to. I would make that like at least 3 times a week here.
That sounds good.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. So Zandine, Mr. Man, you want to start everybody out like they've never heard a single thing about this ever?
Yeah. Hey, Justin, that was cool. Like, I don't know what.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, no, before we were touching on the fact that Iran has officially accused Israel of using non-human entities and the apport technique to retrieve information and commit warfare and then terrorize them. They believe it's a real thing, and they believe that their fear and knowledge of the jinn, which was outlined for a lot of them in the Quran and the Sunnah, they believe that Israel is using to their advantage. Although if you would be Israeli, or Hebrew, you would have different demons as opposed to jinn, but they have different names that are equivalent, and evidently the pour technique is something that we can get into further. Like I'll read you like what I know from like they have Russian studies that are unclassified, and documents where they talk about your mind state and subconscious levels being so out there that if you could reach them, you could do stuff like make a hand materialize, grab that object, take it back. And they said there's been people that have done it under like C.J. Wilkes, a scientist. Different ones have seen it done, like firsthand accounts and responsible witnesses. Enough people where they say, hey, the Russians are ahead of us on this, and it's ESP to like beyond a steroid level. So that's what we could get into, the research they have on it.
Is this sort of like remote viewing, but your hand materializes, grabs an object, and disappears?
Exactly. I would like it goes past remote viewing, and now at first they were talking about organic matter, but now they're talking about inorganic. Anything is fair game. And so here's the process. Like in Russia, what they would do, like the typical MK Ultra type thing, break your mind down, like cause all kind of motion, and they realize that your unconscious and your subconscious level compared to your normal consciousness, they're like vastly different, and your subconscious level is so overpowering, like we just don't even realize. So they did a lot in breaking people down, breaking you down to where you could submit to outside forces at will. Then with noises, with what they call the apport technique, where with enough practice, people are able to say, okay, I'm going to make this hand materialize. The scientists will grab the hand, Paul, Stacy, Justin, and said some cases felt warm, some cases felt like flesh. One of them said he wanted to make it stay. It just vaporized, like slowly disappeared, dissipated. But now, don't take my word for it. In one of the Russian studies, it was saying, according to Pullum, a director of the Southeast Hypnosis Research Center in Dallas, Texas, before the end of the 1970s, Soviet diplomats will be able to sit in their foreign enemies and foreign embassies and use ESP in the case of the form of the airport technique to steal the secrets of their enemies. See also reference 91, page 216. Pullum states that a spy would be hypnotized, then his invisible spirit would be ordered to leave his body, travel across barriers of space and time to a foreign government security facility, and then read top secret documents and relay back the information. Such astral projections already have been accomplished in laboratory settings, Pullum said, adding that the Russians are probably now trying to perfect it. And he further states that the Soviets are at least 25 years ahead of us in psychic research. Anyway, but the psychic ability, the reference to details given in some of Pullum's work with astral projection, other scientists and mediums interested in the work are Professor H.A. Kane of Northern Arizona University, Dr. Charles Tart of the University of Southern California, and Dr. V. Nushian of Alma Ata Sybil Leek College. Noted astrologers in other states, there is great danger that within the next 10 years, the Soviets will be able to steal our top secret documents about out of the body spies. Now, this is 1970s, or when they were talking at this time. But I'm telling you now that Iran has accused Israel of using this stuff.
That's very possible. Very possible.
So, do you think they're further ahead than even Russia is?
I would think by this time with AI, anybody that has money for AI, whether it's been on the privates, they can find out anything they want to, break any code, any crypt. So nobody's information, if it was guarded. So I would think. What do you think, Paul?
When you watch Star Trek and you see them going into the teleporter and they beam on down to the planet, I mean, we're all these little molecules. You have atoms and neutrons and everything else. I mean, matter can turn into energy, energy into matter. So it's very feasible. Do we have the technology? Well, maybe some of these crashed UFOs or whatever. We did an investigation, did some back engineering on some of these UFOs and gained some of this information, especially Israel. I mean, they get a lot of UFO sightings over there.
Well, they've been saying a lot of stuff about in the news. I mean, in the regular mainstream news about all these monoliths and things and pyramids that they feel these structures like the Indonesian one couldn't possibly have been built by a human. I mean, they're saying this stuff, in regular, MSN news or, Edge or Windows, whatever, talking. So it seems like, history was reset and reset and reset like we talked about. So I don't think this technology, the ESP and whatever you call a jinn or angel or entity or alien, I just think there's probably different forces and classifications at this point, but we've all probably had some encounter with them.
Yeah.
Oh, guaranteed. Yeah. 100% agree with that. But haven't they been doing, like, Russia had a head start on us. I know during World War I is when the major things started with the psychics, the telekinesis. Can you bend spoons? Can you do that? And they did the deprivation. But wasn't that even before then, like 1910s, 20s, somewhere around there? Weren't they always just kind of?
Yeah, they've always been, and especially in losing wars, you start looking for an edge. It's like, no, we don't want this to happen again. And, people start going deeper. Who knows what secrets you get in wartime? Like what they said they got the Sumerian technology from, Saddam and them. They said that they grab artifacts. I don't know if that's true or not, but like you said, they get these secrets.
Well,
Yeah.
Hitler was so obsessed with religious and any artifacts that would give him an edge,
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, he was
so
high Satanist.
That's right.
What was that? What was that movie? The Monument Men or something like that? That with George Clooney, where they
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
the Monument Men.
Yeah. I don't know the exact name, but I know they were trying to use the techniques and stuff. And
Yeah, because they were going after it was like after the war, and they were finding bunkers of all relics of religious stuff, and he was obsessed with finding the like the Holy Grail, the Spear of Destiny,
yeah.
It's stuff like
anything that he could use to conquer the world, man. He was trying to find it.
and he damn near did conquer the world.
Yeah.
So Justin, you believe remote viewing is a real thing? What do you think about remote viewing? This is like one step further, but it started remote viewing. Ingo Swann and Ed James and people like that. What do you think?
I'm not denying it. I would love to hopefully see it, see that it's real.
Yeah.
I think it's out there. I think there's a lot of like you said, government secrets. We know there are that we don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that
I feel like
because they're kind of like when Paul was saying about Star Trek, how they teleport. It also kind of reminded me of like the movie Stargate. How all their atoms break up, and they gotta have point A, gotta have a point B though. You got to have the same thing on the other side. So
they say that's a real thing, Jay. No, that's what they say. That's a real thing. Stargate is a real thing.
I wouldn't doubt it because, like I said,
I heard that too.
Yeah, I guarantee you that we all like just walking around in the world today that we walked past a cloned human. I believe that they're out there, like making a cloned human and just putting them out in society, see how they react.
100%. Yeah, I think so. You know what? That's real.
Yeah, because they did it with Dolly the goat or whatever, the sheep or years ago.
So we already, if that's in public knowledge, the private sector had already like done cloned everything, right?
Yeah. I got this new guy at work. He's been there a month. I don't know. You guys might know more about this stuff, but he listens to all these podcasts. I don't know the guys' names, but they believe that like it's pretty much that we live in the world like the Matrix.
Yeah.
Simulation. They keep saying the simulation, and this is
he believes that everything's a simulation. Like the stars, the sky, and the sun is on the planet Earth, and you can drive to it. He loses me on that.
Well, those are called conspiracy theorists, and they're also the ones that believe in the firmament, and we're in this dome, and we're everything's flat.
The firmament.
He's got something with the number 32, and then he has a phoenix everywhere. There's phoenixes everywhere, and he's always posting stuff on his Instagram. But when he first started working there with us, he started kind of spouting a lot. But I was like, hey, you're gonna have to tone it down because we're at work. But he lost me on the stars in the sky and the sun's a simulation. I mean, I would love to. Trust me, I would love to
learn to drive
like the Matrix, like the movies. God damn, I would love to see something like that, but I don't think that. I think he kind of losing me on that. Like, I'm with him on the moon landing was fake. I believe that, but
everybody had real one and fake was. But back to what your boy was saying, as far as the simulation, like there have been whistleblowers. I would quote Matthew Brown. Dude that's out now with the constellation theory. He's a whistleblower, like testified. But what he was saying was that it wasn't that simple. But he said that the elite do have alien technology. He said, like, he hate to tell you, but it is altered reality. And he's saying that, but he said, hey, look, and he didn't say this like I'm a religious guy. He said, hey, but God is real. He said, like I could tell you a lot of things. Yeah. It all sounds weird, but why I can't tell you that. So it left like a little crack, but he did say, man, that it's a leak. But then what about that priest, St. Cresius? it was a priest that was a Jesuit who said, "Hey, look, man, I don't even, but I think that a demiurge, a demigod that was jealous of the real God made this world. Why would we be suffering like this if this is a real?" So he just disavowed this whole thing and said this is a fake world, with under something like that. But anyway, however you look at it.
Yeah, this guy too. Also on the weekends, he's always he's going on a let's say a mushroom trip every weekend and an acid trip. So that's where I think a lot of his stuff comes from.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
and then, oh, go ahead.
no,
Oh,
go ahead.
I was just going to say there's this guy, Barry Strepp, that I listen to just so I know what some of the conspiracy theory is out there now. And he does little clips of all these conspiracy theories and then kind of puts his 2 cents worth in on, oh, well, that's plausible. He does both sides of the coin and then kind of tells you, that what he believes, but he kind of lets you make your own thing. But that's the only reason I know about the majority of these conspiracy theories. Sorry, Paul, go for it. Yes, my dear.
The only thing I was going to say is there's some remote viewers that are extraordinary in their viewing. I mean, they can go and remote view something in France, and they'll be in Wisconsin. And some of the remote viewers, like Ingo Swan, Joseph McEagle, Pat Price, Courtney Brown, they all work for the CIA, and they did the Stargate project. And if the if the CIA believes it, I'm tending to believe it myself. I mean, and also too, that Pat Price guy was able to pick up on a black pyramid in Alaska. Now they're saying there is a black pyramid underground in Alaska. And how would you know?
Oh, wow.
Hey,
Yeah.
isn't that how
hearing that years ago?
that one Alien movie started? The Alien vs Predator. Don't open up some stuff.
Well, Linda Moulton Howe said about Antarctica, she interviewed some guy with the shadow, and credit to her, he was saying that they went up, they did find a pyramid, but he said the doors to this structure were like, he said thick, it looked like they weighed about 40, 50 tons, but you could just touch it with your finger and they open. And he said when you go inside, it was warm, a constant temperature like 70. And he said that there were these symbols all around the wall, these green lights. It was pretty interesting.
Hey, I got to tell you guys something. Okay, as a paranormal investigator, I've been like on 2,500 investigations. I had a psychic, and I can't mention her name, but I had a psychic that she actually remote viewed in Bulgaria. She never has been to Bulgaria. Okay, so when she told me the story, I said, okay, can I write an article about this? She goes, yeah, just leave my name out of it. So I wrote this article and everything else, and everything that she described in Bulgaria, I placed into the article. Well, it got published, and a guy, it was a news reporter in Bulgaria, who said that the article was correct, that what she said was accurate. They were almost on the brink of flying her to Bulgaria, to this village that she had described. And that article, I have it posted somewhere. And yeah, she was accurate. They almost gave her a free trip to Bulgaria.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question I've got a question for all you guys. All right. So I know that when I was younger, I was able to do out-of-body experiences. I would fly around my neighborhood and stuff back when I was younger. So do you attribute it like remote viewing? Because the way I see remote viewing is like you are actually going there, like an out-of-body experience type thing. Or do you guys...
Yeah,
go ahead.
Stacey.
Go ahead, Paul.
I'm sorry. Yeah, the psychic that I was talking about, she said that Bulgaria came to her like a vision. Like
so like in a mind's eye.
So she may have actually astral projected to Bulgaria.
Okay, so then that brings me to the another part of it, Zandine, what you were talking about, being able to materialize. So I could see if, like, because we're talking about energies changing form. So if you were able to astral project someplace and then materialize certain parts of your body, then there you go. Then that's a
You
little
right.
bit better.
You know what? You're right on it, Stacy. Right, because that's what in the research,
Okay.
like what they were saying was like. So the part about astral projection. Okay, Paul can correct me if I'm wrong because he knows about more about this. The remote viewing, the first classes they teach you to try to tap in to the collective consciousness. So like after about an hour, you got people, and you should be able to like, if you concentrate enough, tap in to a collective consciousness to know where this is. But I don't know once you get to a major level what that looks like. But back to what you said, Stacey, your point about astral projection out of the body, all that was the same and relative to them. Like if you could get to subconscious states that with enough practice, like what you were probably able to do like effortlessly, because I couldn't do it. But you know, those states are the ones, those esoteric states are the ones they were concentrating, and they know that they're
Okay.
very real. So that in some of the study that I was reading, one thing they did conclude without a doubt is that we definitely know so very little, and there's so much power to the subconscious, like going out of your body, making something materialize somewhere else. That's done in these levels in the mind. So yeah,
Right.
I think what you're saying about materializing, because yeah, some people are going past organic matter and just doing objects, able to do anything as long as it's matter.
What do you think of that, Justin?
Yeah,
You guys are a little over my head, but I'm following along pretty good. But
Okay.
I believe in it.
okay, let me take it down.
I mean, that's what I'm
Basically, you
saying.
know what?
I mean,
Like,
the universe is just nothing but energy and electroids. So I don't always have to try.
Oh.
This has your name on it. Small name is your name.
Testing one,
All right, we're okay. You guys can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The last person that was talking was Zandine, I believe. And,
Justin.
yeah, Zandine, did you want to finish up what you were talking about? Hello?
Can't hear you, sweetie.
Oh,
She's the like sacrifice.
can you hear me now?
here we go.
No,
Here we go.
I can't hear Zandine.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, Justin was talking about, that we were talking about like a lot of heavy scientific terms, but basically like tweaking the mind to unconscious to many conscious levels.
It comes up.
That stuff that we thought was kind of like hippie or foo-foo stuff,
Right.
really they're able to accomplish some like incredible things. Like you said, from remote viewing, which is finding out what the object is by imagining it, or ESP. But I'm with you, Jay, man. Whatever terms they use, I think that it's more likely we've been dumbed down not to be able to perceive how to do these things, rather than we just never could do them.
They really it reminds me of like from Doctor Strange when she is explaining it all, how to leave the body and all that. Yeah. No, I would love to. I believe in all that. Yeah. I don't know how to do it.
They got some dude on the internet. I wouldn't say try this, but he says, you want to lose your mind? And he does his breathing technique and he bends back, and people are like, no, we don't want to like bump our head. We don't want to go out our body. We don't want to do that shit.
Yeah. I mean, maybe try some peyote, that might be that might be a different trip, but
Hey, well, they say that Tesla said that if you can think it, it can happen.
yeah. See, and that was the thing, like in that book I read, the lies that your doctor tells you. He says it's such a bullshit myth how people say you only use 10% of your brain. He said, no, you don't. He said, we use our whole brain. He said, our whole brain is being used. He goes, some people just know how to use it better. So some people can probably tap into that.
That's a good point.
Stuff, Yeah. He said, because if you only use 10% of your brain, the rest of the brain would be dead. Why, you know, it would be just sitting up in there doing, you know, just decaying, you know.
And they say if you can use your full capacity of your mind, you can move a mountain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the thing about the stimulation, what you said, you know, and if you look at any Wikipedia, any definition, they say with enough energy, you can affect any outcome or anything in your reality. And then they go one step further, saying like, if I'm not looking at you, Justin, or talking to you, Paul, like you're not there. You only exist when we're doing this interaction. But right now, over there and over here, you don't exist. You know, is what they're saying. So that's some weird shit they're talking about now too.
Yeah. Agreed.
Saying reality is just, you know, whatever.
Yeah. That's interesting stuff, though. I mean, it's definitely, you can go down like tons of rabbit holes with all that.
Oh, yeah.
But I believe it's possible. I believe it's possible. I believe that they can do what you were talking about, Zandine. You know, that there are people in this world that are able to, or even just tortured to make themselves be able to do things like that. So it's a scary thought, though. You know, not that we have anything to worry about because nobody gives a crap what we have in our living room or in our safes.
Wait, you know, what brings me to the real point of this, and Justin, I know you're going to feel me on this. When I see some stuff like this, and I see people talking about shit like this, I'm like, as a kid, it was fascinating. But now the only thing I think to myself, the elephant in the room is like, if we can do all this shit, why can't we cure people? Why can't we feed people? So, and I know the answer, but I'm just saying, that's why I stop. I just say, well, you know what, this shit is fantastic. People say, oh, you can phase shift your time and you can phase shift. I'm like, well, let me phase shift the you know, cure for this, or phase shift my good ass health or something, you know, me some shit like that. But anyway, that's just
because there's no money into that. That's why.
No, there's not. Exactly. And you're not going to win wars doing that either.
Yeah. Yeah. I just watched the movie. It's pretty good. It was called The Death of a Unicorn. It was
I've been seeing the advertisement on that, like at the movies, but
watch it. It was pretty good. It's a dark one.
Yeah, like dark humor.
Not your well, there's humor because it's Paul Rudd, you know, but but the unicorns are not your mystical unicorns. They're dark, and it doesn't ruin the movie, but they find out that their blood is like cures anything.
Cancer.
It cures. Yeah, they found out that it cures everything. And then that's where it kind of goes through the twist and turn. But it was a great. I just finished it early this morning. It was good.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, does anybody
agree?
Yeah.
Does anybody know the scientist Ronald Mallet?
No. Wait.
Ronald Mallet. He's a scientist that's working on time travel and teleporting, and he has actually successfully teleported a little tiny atom from point A to point B. And he also, too, I looked this guy up. I mean, the guy is a genius, and he says that time traveling to the past and to the future is possible. It's easier to go towards the future than going to the past, but he said it's possible doing both.
I did hear about that, but I don't remember that.
Yeah, wait a minute. Isn't that guy that was trying to use the mice or gerbils or something little? And wasn't he able to like get him in there? But by the time they came out, they were dead because time moved so much faster.
I don't recall that. And
Madman Markham used the Jacob's ladder and like a magnetic field and put a screw through there, and it appeared somewhere else. Remember him? You remember him, Paul?
Yeah. I remember him.
They called him Madman Markham. He stole all kind of transformers and stuff. He got busted because he shorted out a whole town almost, you know, stealing the transformers and stuff, trying to get this powerful magnetic field. So,
whoops.
He was at home one day and he had a smaller one that was super powerful, but he dropped the screw in there, and it like he swore he thought it went there and then appeared somewhere else in the room, and he was like, "What the?" So he started, you know, he hadn't gone to school for this or anything. He just happened to come up on it, and, you know, with the theories or whatever. And so he tried to make a giant one, and that's when all hell broke loose in the town. So they call him Madman Markham.
Yeah, that guy was crazy too.
Speaking
Oh,
of
yeah.
madmen, though, Paul, didn't you want to talk about Hulk Hogan?
No. I mean, Hulk Hogan. I mean, it's
Rest in
sad that
peace.
he passed away. But you know what? What freaks me
Yeah.
out? You know what really freaks me out is there's a 10-year death trap, and it seems like people that wind up in their 70s, like Hulk Hogan. What was he? Like 71, and then Ozzy Osbourne was 76, and they passed away. I'm 70. So every time I see 70, 70, 70, that people die of natural causes, it freaks me out. And
Yes.
and they call it a 10-year death trap. That's 70s. If you pass the 70s, I mean,
In the 70s and the 80s.
yeah. But yeah, that shit just freaks me out. Hulk Hogan, I mean, yeah, it's
I think also though too, like it's also depend. That's based on like your past, like what you did to your body in the past. You know, that's like, were you a smoker, drinker, drug user, all this shit. Uh-oh.
You're good, man.
No.
It's adults here. We're adults here, man.
Uh-oh, something.
what?
What
It's-
happened?
Did you lose me?
No,
No.
No, you're there.
Yeah,
You're right here.
I lost it. I can see you guys on the sidebar. I can't see the full screen.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
tap your screen.
Yeah. Scan back and forth. You got your 3 little dots on the bottom of your screen. So swipe one way or another.
This is the woman's computer. The wife's. Oh, you know what? It totally took me. I can still see you guys. You're good.
Oh, okay.
It took me off of like my email for some reason. I don't know. It did. Yeah. I don't know how to use this. I have to have her set it all up for me when.
Hey, has anybody
Speaking
been
of old, Paul.
what? Yeah, I'm old.
No, I was talking about Justin not knowing how to use the computer.
I don't.
I was joking.
I have no idea how to do
Got
that shit.
A good thing, man. I mean, like if you've been using GPS for a while, you don't even know the streets anymore, right?
Yeah. No, I know. I like.
Oh my gosh, I know, right?
I can master my phone, but like, yeah, no computer, like, and like software, and like, oh, no.
Hey, so
I
has
didn't
anybody
grow up
been-
with one in the house, so.
Has anybody been reading any good books, TV shows, movies?
Yeah,
Yeah,
books.
Good one.
I kind of like, I go along and like listen to what my daughter does, and like, so that's something that we can like. We're on this like a quart of glass, glass throne of glass series. It's like with fae,
Okay.
mystical, and A Court of Thorns is like the woman's first book. It's all mystical, medieval, like with fairies and
Nice.
But
That sounds good.
yeah, no, it's
That
very
really
good.
sounds
It's very good. Like she's an assassin. It's kind of like Hunger Games meets like a fairy world, like in one of the stories. It's
What's the name of this, Justin? What's the name of this?
the one I'm listening to right now is called The Assassin's Blade. I have to look it up on Audible.
Assassin's Blood. Okay.
It's called The Assassin's Blade, but then the one before that was called like A Throne of Glass, and then the one like before that was like A Court of Thorns, something like that. You'll
have to send a link to us so we can
Yeah.
check it
Like I
out.
said,
'cause
I do
love
it all on
books like
Audible.
that.
I do it all on Audible, so I can when I
Yeah.
listen to them at work.
You know, the best
I was-
TV series that I would say I ever watched was Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones is yeah.
had me hooked.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh man.
I'm
You know
trying
what? It's so many like, hey, Justin, I bet you could feel me on this. Like, I mean, even though Netflix or whatever it is, Prime, whatever you could find it on, I got like a Cody thing where it pretty much searches all, but like I like to find these little new ones I wouldn't watch before because maybe the language. So this one called Always a Witch. It was like this African slave from like the 1600s. She got burnt at the stake and then she ended up being put modern day Colombia. It was a real cool thing. The music, everything. I was like, I really enjoyed it. Like, and I was like, and then they had another one, Ketla from Iceland, where they actually spoke English, but with the Icelandic accent, and they had some, but it was a volcano where everybody was getting cloned. And so like this guy's wife, he had 2 wives, they both were like, he was like, hey, she's like, you're not the real one. She says, why aren't I? You know, I love him more than you do. You won't even change the room. You know, they had this thing. And so they both decided, okay, the real one who was his wife, and she was unhappy, but she had been helping everybody. And she didn't even want to explain to him, hey, listen, you know, she caught him in bed. And once she saw that, she was like, you know what? She sat down at the table and she played Russian roulette. She said, we both do this. She didn't even talk. She put the gun there and put a bullet and the two twin, you know, the clones or whatever. So she ended up figuring out that the volcano had this matter that every 600 years or something, when it would explode, it was actually a meteor from somewhere, and it would clone everybody in the village. So they thought it was like changelings. But I mean, I didn't watch it. It's called Calla, but like there's a bunch of them I just wouldn't watch. And then, you know, it's okay, let me check this one out. And, you know, it turned out to be something, you know, you kind of can binge watch and with you know, whoever.
Yeah. I've been watching, I've been watching a lot of stuff on Apple TV. So
Okay, Apple TV.
yeah.
I don't have Apple TV.
Yeah, I did that one. I tried it out and I actually got hooked on a few shows. There's some really great shows on there. I'm kind of like all over the board. One's about golf. One was called Sugar with Colin Farrell, and that had a real twist on like the episode 6. You're like, whoa, okay.
Okay.
I didn't expect that, and it would fall in the lines of our world. That twist. You're like, oh, okay. It would make it more interesting. I won't ruin it in
Since
case
you
people
have
watch.
Apple TV, Justin, have you watched Murder Robot with Alexander Skarsgård yet?
I woke up early just to watch it every Friday. I loved it.
Is it good? Oh, okay.
What is Murder Robot? What's that?
So it's a think Star Trek, Star Wars. He's a AI. It's in the future, and they have AI robots as like security guards. They're called sex, and they're just security guards, and they're AI, they're robot. But this one unlocks himself, and he starts to become his own person. And
yeah, he's played by Alexander Skarsgård.
Yes, by Skarsgård. And it's a lot of like his inner thought, like they're interacting with him, but you hear a lot of his inner dialogue in his head.
It looks really good.
Oh,
yeah.
It's hilarious, great action, and it's only 10 episodes, I think.
Sweet.
Yeah, Apple does like 10 episodes, and they only do them like 35 minutes, which I like.
Oh, okay.
Not too long, not too short, but Murderbot was, like I said, I woke up every morning early. I go out and do my exercise, and I come in and watch it every Friday morning before I go to work.
Oh, sweet.
Now,
Okay.
that one,
Well, that's good to know. Then it might be worth getting getting an Apple TV.
There's a lot of good shows on there.
You can just get Cody, Stacey. You can just download Cody and get your VPN. Just download Cody, and you can search all the platforms. You don't need Prime or none of them. It'll just give you the show. You just say what genre, and it'll bring all of them up, whether it's Apple, Prime, HBO, any of them.
Hey, Justin,
Okay.
there's 2 shows that I like that are kind of funny. Twisted Metal and
Oh,
I checked that out today. The first season, the first 2 episodes. I just saw that.
Oh yeah, the second season of Twisted Metal comes out Friday on Peacock. Yeah.
Did you like the Sandman?
Oh, I like.
I haven't watched season 2 yet.
Sandman, they brought new episodes out. I watched it. What about Preacher, man? I thought Preacher was twisted.
I love
Preacher's awesome.
I love the vampire.
That shit.
Well, I loved the vampire.
Did you guys know that Neil Gaiman got into some trouble?
Uh-oh. What
Oh,
happened?
you mean the guy on Sandman?
The guy who wrote Sandman.
Huh.
Yeah, that's why I won't be no more, right?
He got into some legal problems.
What happened?
I'll let you guys look it up. Neil Gaiman's legal problems.
I
heard something about that. It's not too good.
I did go and see on opening weekend. We did go see the new Superman.
How was that, man?
I'll tell you, I'm a big, I have a man crush on Henry Cavill, but
Hell yeah.
this guy killed it. I think it's probably one of my favorite Supermans.
It looked good from the trailer. Like my
Really
son,
good. It's very
he wanted
good.
to go see Fantastic Four, and I wanted Superman because I was like, you know what, man?
Superman.
My father used to take me to see the different ones with Christopher Reeve and blah blah blah. You know, they kept evolving, but even George Reeves. But I was like, something about the trailer. This shit looked like it looks good, man. I'm like, I want to see it.
they do a very good nod to Christopher Reeve's ones, and of course Crypto's in it. How can you know with his dog?
Oh, I love crypto. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Okay,
was
yeah.
amazing in it. I mean, no, this one was like just because I loved it because it started with like 3 years. He was already 3 years into Superman, so the world already knew about him. But like I think how it would be in the real world is half the world was like good with him, but the other half was like skeptical. They're like, the government wanted him in questioning. You know, he was an alien with these powers, and just it was an amazing one. And then Saturday we're gonna go see Together, the one with Matt Franco.
You're not
And
going to see
okay.
Fantastic Four?
No, you know, I
First
think my kid went and saw it on opening night, and she was telling me about it, and I might wait a little. It didn't really. She said it was just eh.
Yeah, I've seen Fantastic Four First Steps and
Oh yeah.
Superman. And
Oh,
you know,
okay.
you know the backstory on DC when they're producing Superman? You remember when Rock played Black Adam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The Rock thought he was going to control all of DC and make Superman and Black Adam the two main icons of the whole DC universe. That's why in the post credits,
Yeah.
you see The Rock winking his eye and he goes, "Things are going to change."
Yep.
And he winks his eye.
Yeah, because
Well,
they're both fighting them. Yeah, yeah. Shazam
Yeah.
and Superman are
Well,
gonna
yeah,
fight.
and then there's that the variant scene. It has Superman come down.
Yeah.
He takes the Black Adam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the very last
Like
part
that
of
movie.
it.
Like it's right here on the ground, right here next to my bed. I even bought the big ass metal tin Superman. This is the popcorn bucket.
Oh, you like my son? He buys all those any
Yeah, this-
bucket. He bought those $35 and $51. Like I'm like, dude.
That's what this was, and it came with two drinking cups that like the hologram, and they got figurines that sit on top.
That's
And then,
just
like,
nice,
I
man.
don't know if you can
Damn.
see,
Well, I
like,
guess I have to go to the bougie freaking theater to get stuff like that.
let me
I have-
let me unblur my.
Yeah, El Dorado Hills are
And
charging.
then, like, look on the wall. I don't know if you can see it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, that's just by my bed. Oh, then of course my Iron Man backwoods.
And that's that El
Nice.
Dorado Hills shit, Justin. You
Yeah.
doing that El Dorado Hills shit.
Oh no, over by me it's the Delta Shores, I-5 and Calvine. That movie theater is really nice.
Okay.
But yeah, no, but so if you guys haven't seen the trailer for the movie Together, you
Okay,
gotta watch
I'll look it up.
It's a horror movie, and it's
Justin,
Matt
did you ever see The Sinners? Did you ever see Sinners?
Oh yeah, yes, yeah, I did. I watched it when it came out.
Wasn't that good?
Great.
Yeah.
I've watched it a couple times, and then I watched Saturday night on Netflix I don't know why it just went blank. Until Dawn.
Okay, Until Dawn. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
Yeah.
Because I loved playing the game when it was about years ago, and the movie was really good. Yeah, real
I want
gory.
to see Alien Earth on FX
That one
coming
was
out.
good. I liked Until Dawn.
Yeah,
My
August 12th
daughter
on
didn't like it
Alien.
as much because it didn't follow the game as much.
Yeah, not
But
as much.
Yeah, but I kind of let that stuff go. Oh, I just wanted to tell you guys though before we ran out of time. I don't know how much time we have left. Justin, since you listen to a lot of this stuff, and I don't know if you guys do, I listen to this podcast called Run Full by Rodney Barnes.
Uh-huh.
He's the one that tells the stories. I don't know if you guys know who Rodney Barnes is. Okay, well, huh?
Does he wear his hat backward?
I don't. Oh, that's Mr. Ballin.
Okay.
Yeah, it's through Mr. Ballin Studios. Rodney Barnes was in oh God, I can't even remember the cartoon. Look him up. You'll kind of get an idea of who he is. He is an amazing does Run Full through Mr. Ballin's studios, and he does all of these stories. Some of them are ones that we've heard before about all these different supernatural things, but he puts these amazing little twists on the end of his stories that you don't normally hear when it comes to different supernatural things, and I love it. I have to listen to them every week when they come out. They're
Okay.
just amazing. Yeah, they're amazing stories, and they're so much fun.
Check it out.
I've never.
Stacey,
yeah.
I know
Watch
he
the Y files. Watch the Y files.
Y files.
Yeah, you'll like that.
Wi-Fi?
They have hecklefish on there, and they talk about all these paranormal stuff. And the guy is
Okay.
a great storyteller. He's just like Mr. Ballin. It's called the Y
Oh yeah,
file.
I love Mr. Ballin. He's
Yeah.
awesome. But Rodney does a great job too, because he goes more, he's not telling true stories per se, but he's telling these stories in a way that it is true. Like he's on the road to go into another seminar, and he just happens to bump into this person who tells them this story about this thing that happened to them, and it's really neat. Or the last one that I just listened to, it's about how this happened to him on a plane and going someplace. So it's really neat on how they twist. But yeah, I'll look for the Y
he-
files
he's
on
The
that.
Y
I haven't heard him, but I know who he is. He's a big boy. He's a big guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Rodney. Yeah, he's yeah.
Rodney Barnes. Yeah,
He's a big old guy. He's black guy too.
And
yeah.
He's not a white- he's
Yeah,
not-
he's
not a
got an
white man.
amazing storytelling.
Yeah, he has a real
Stacey.
unique voice. Yeah.
Stacey,
sir.
who am I imitating? Okay, here we go. And then he got stabbed in the neck, and it was in a dark alley, and it was over here. Well, Mr. Ballin.
Mr. Ballin, yeah.
Yeah, he's always using his hand.
It is definitely. Yeah, I love
Thank you.
him. He does such great storytelling. It's amazing.
Stacey, do you watch Young and Restless?
And
Who? Me?
Did you ever watch Young and Restless?
Back when I was younger, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I grew up on Days of Our Lives.
Okay. Let me just do a impersonation from Young and Restless. You robotic freak. I built this company from the ground up. I built it myself. I'm Victor Newman.
I'm gonna kill him. That's any soap opera.
You robotic freak. Hey, like, stupid. I know. It's terrible. I know. But just have
Good job. Good impersonations.
You guys want another impersonation?
Yeah, let's
Yes,
hit it.
yes,
Okay.
you're amazing.
All right. I like apple pie. I like peach pie. I like blueberry pie. I like blackberry pie. But my favorite pie is pudding pie.
that's Poontang, is it? Or Booty Tang?
That's the rock.
Oh, from when? Yeah. When,
You
I smell what the rock is cooking.
oh yeah.
The rock is cooking. Okay.
Yeah.
Follow
was
your
the
killing
early
me.
Hey, Justin, what you
Early
got? You
days.
got person? I know you got one, Jay. What's your
Oh.
impersonation, Jay?
Oh, I don't do no impersonations. No.
Neither do I.
Yeah, no. No.
All right, I got one.
I'm not that good at
Music
it.
is a world within itself. It's a language we all understand. Just because a record has a groove doesn't make it in the groove. And you can tell right away when the letter A, when the people start to move. What was that?
I don't even know. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Justin Bieber.
Oh no, I don't know.
Justin Bieber.
Stevie Wonder, man.
Oh. Oh.
You can feel it all over. You can feel it all over, baby. You know that song?
Stevie Wonder?
Okay.
Is that who it is?
Yeah.
Did I get it
she
right?
got it. Yeah.
Thank
Oh.
you. They don't listen to the music like we do, Zandine.
Yeah.
They're not cool like us.
My wife, she would have known that one. She would have known that. She would,
I bet you, she would have
that
known
was
that.
before my time. She's like Lenny Williams.
I like Stevie Wonder.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Great.
Good.
You probably know
But he's
very
saying it with a
superstitious.
You sang it with a Michael Jackson voice, though, kind of.
What's that one
Probably
song?
went
Hold on.
threw him off. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. How much time we got, Paul?
I can't pull
Jay, are
up
you still,
the minutes
Jay, are you
here.
still down at the stizzy?
Am I what?
You still doing the stizzy work?
Oh yeah.
What's that?
For Northern Emeralds, yep.
What's your latest and greatest creation?
Oh man, we got this what do we got the other that's flying off the shelves is this new string. It's called Gravy.
Oh, what's
And
that about?
It smells like gravy. It's amazing. Like we can't keep it on the shelves, man. It's when
What do you make?
I work for for my job. I'm in marijuana cultivation.
Oh, ew.
Yeah.
And you got one that smells like gravy?
Yeah, but in a good way. Yeah, it's I'll tell you,
Oh.
we can't keep it on our shelves though. It's like when I work especially when it's like real late in flower.
Yeah.
In the flowers season, and I'm working in the room, like the whole house will smell like it, and my shirt will be in the garage. It's just
Oh my God.
so potent, and it's great.
What's the percentage on that, man? And the CBDs, what's that?
I think CBD is around 3 to 4%, and
Wow.
I think the THC was tested at about 35 to 38.
Man,
Are we allowed to talk about stuff like
Or
that?
I'm sorry, no, the terps was tested at about 3 to 4%. CBD,
That's
we don't
crazy.
test for that. We just do THC and terps.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, so I'll give you guys a story, you California boys. So I was living in California for about 7 years. I was born in Hemet, but I was living in California for about 7 years when I met Paul during that time. But I was also growing and cultivating and helping the guy that I was with at the time with all of that. I was cloning, doing everything, doing all the trimming and stuff. And I was 100 living in Missouri. I was 100% against anything drugs. It didn't matter if it was marijuana, if it was, it didn't matter. I didn't want that around my kids, any of it. And so when we moved to California, I actually saw how well it did help people and how it was
medically.
Not me. I can't smoke the stuff because I just don't like the way it makes me feel. But I thought, okay, well, what I can do when I was coming back here to take a job as a drug and alcohol counselor in Nevada, Missouri, I was trying to figure out, I was like, well, I know it helps, and I know a lot of people that it would help here in Missouri. So is there any way that I can find the least amount of THC and I still not go to jail for bringing it over state lines? I found a strain that was 0.0001 THC in it. And I was still told by Missouri officials that I could not bring that into the state, that I would get arrested for having that little THC in it, even though it was medicine that would have helped people here.
And how long ago was that?
That was, oh gosh, that was 2014.
Okay.
We're legal now.
I was just about to. Are you guys still okay? You guys are legal to like even recreational?
Yeah. Well,
I mean, like anybody. You don't need anybody like can go in and get it.
We go into the dispensaries and stuff, but you technically, like it was in California, you have to have some kind of a doctor's note or
medical,
your card or whatever.
It'll be legal soon everywhere. I think it'll be taken off the federal list soon. But because like we just did an order today of 26 pounds that we sold. So guy came in and bought 26 pounds. Yeah. So it's the next step.
I mean, back in the day, if you would have did that, man, you'd be so paranoid. Somebody said, "Oh, look, I want 20." I'm like, "Dude, let's just try 2 at first. See how you do with 1 or 2, right?"
Well, hell,
Paul, what's going on?
Oh no, Zandine, I just want to tell you, Stevie Wonder, Living for the City and Superstition. Those were my 2 favorites.
I said Superstition, but I didn't. Living for the City. Okay, you know what? I got a friend that sings a mean version of that. But yeah,
Okay.
Sing it a little bit.
Can you do the first part?
very superstitious.
No, living for the city.
Riding. You talking about looking back on when I was just a little nappy, living just enough for the city. You mean, just enough. Actually, that song I'm kind of weak on.
Oh, damn it.
No,
Okay.
what? That's the
From
one.
Mississippi. Remember? They say
Yeah.
yeah.
Give me some.
I don't know.
You know what, Stacey?
What?
You know that song, living just enough for the city.
I don't know. I don't know if I do or not. I usually don't know names of songs, but if once I hear it, I'll be like, oh yeah, I know that one.
That's a badass song. You can dance to it. It's a very good song.
I'll have to look it up when we get off here for you and to see if I recognize it and stuff. So my mom was very eclectic when it came to different music and stuff. I mean, we went from Cher to ELO to freaking the Carpenters. And then my first concert, of course, was Ozzy Osbourne. When I was 12 years old, I won tickets on the radio. Didn't even know who this guy was, but I just knew that I wanted to win something off the radio. So they're like, "Oh, you'll win tickets to so and so," and I was like, "Okay." So I ran downstairs, got my phone, and I was like, "I won." Like, how old are you? And I was like 12, and they're like, "Oh, well, can somebody come with you?" So I like begged my mom, and my mom's like, "No, I'm not going to go see this Ozzy Osbourne person. I don't know who this is." And my dad's like, "You know what? I'll go with you." So my dad went with me, and that was my first heavy metal, my first introduction to heavy metal. It was the ultimate sin. I was dancing on the chair, just dancing and doing everything. The concert was so cool. I was hooked on it, and my dad called me his little rocker. He got me a t-shirt, back when they weren't $150 just to get a concert t-shirt.
No, tell me about
But so that was my first introduction into the heavy metal, and that kind of went from there. But I still listen to everything. Bee Gees, Jackson 5. I was obsessed with Michael Jackson, starting from the Jackson 5 all the way. Yeah,
I used to think when I was like, when Moonwalker came out, Smooth Criminal came out.
Smooth Criminal.
I didn't understand why, but I begged my parents. I didn't know why they said no, but I begged them for a perm. I wanted to get a perm.
Well, Thriller is what got me hooked on it.
Yeah. But I remember Thriller, and all that. But Moonwalker, I was at the prime age. I was like 9 or 10, maybe 8 to 10, and that because then they had the whole ride of Captain Neo at Disneyland with him. It was a whole Captain. Yeah, it was like a 3D movie, and there was like a little ride. He was like a space guy. That was before Moonwalker, but I was obsessed.
Oh, cool.
I wanted my hair permed, but no, we can't.
There's nothing wrong with that. Hey, Justin, I tell sometimes I tell ladies and I tell kids, when another man salutes another man, he's like, hey, whatever he did to get his fans or the ladies liking him, hey, maybe I can try some of that. There's nothing wrong with that, But do you know that Michael Jackson and Tupac had a fight?
No.
And who would you think it would win the fight?
You would
Tupac,
but
Yeah, well, the thing of it is Michael Jackson was like a father, a big brother to Quincy Jones's daughter, Khadijah. So Tupac was born over at the time, and they happened to be at a studio in LA where there was Bloods and Crips, but it was a session for some stuff for Quincy. And so Tupac was talking to Khadijah, which is like his Michael Jackson's niece. He said something to her, did her when Michael Jackson
said, "You got 2 minutes.
You can't talk to her like that." So you can't talk to her like that. And he says, "Yes, I can." Well, mind your own business, blah, blah, blah. And he said, Tupac took a swing and said, Michael, move, kicked him. And he tried to swing again, Michael. And he said they started rolling on the ground, and all the thugs in the room and the gamers said, "Don't break it up." They said, "No, you got to break it up." They said, Michael got him. He kicked his ass.
He didn't have those. Hey, he didn't have those kicks.
He said, "Look, you in trouble. Your blood is mine.
Yeah.
Come on, you know it's
All
yeah,
right.
no,
Hey, everybody, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Hey, here's another good song, "Slide" by Slave.
oh,
okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
baby,
Yep, I know that.
why don't you slide?
yeah.
Oh my God, guys, I love you. This was so much fun. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
It's
you.
nice
thanks.
not
Yeah,
having like a
yeah,
structured thing.
yeah. Thanks, Phil.
Yeah, right on, Phil. Right on, Jay. Thank you,
Right on,
yeah.
Phil.
Thank you, brother Paul.
Yeah. Oh, Phil. He's probably watching Wicked.
Hey,
Phil's-
I just got done watching Wicked last night. I
like
thought it was pretty good.
I
I
like
thought
it.
it was good.
I still get
Yeah,
to see
I-
that. I gotta
Cynthia
see
and
it.
Vito. I mean, she's she was sexy in that green makeup, so I don't care. So
I think she looked really beautiful.
she looked great in that. And I was like, ooh, I want one of those, man. I went and got some green makeup like that, you know.
I want one of those. It's a role playing, huh?
Yeah,
Baby,
yeah.
it's all right.
Well, let's hope you didn't smear it all over your wife.
That's what I was saying. I just left it on the counter as a hint, you know.
4, 3,
Uh,
2.